The combined part transfer operations are now fully integrated into FeatureCAM 2013. Transfers can be selected from slug transfer, reverse slug transfer, bar pull, part support on and part support off, with both the posts and simulation ultimately supporting the functionality. In this example you can see we have an oil field part with a series of turning and milling features on it. What we want to do is we want to transfer the part, and in this case we're going to use the slug transfer to move the part over. In earlier versions of FeatureCAM we would have had two options. The first option would have been to transfer the part using the individual transfer features, and as we moved on through the process we then brought in the transfer UDF. We now have part handling as a feature which combines multiple operations together. So in this example I'm going to choose New Feature Wizard, Turning, and select the Part Handling option. I'm then given a series of different options for the type of part handling I want. In this case I'm going to do a slug transfer with a grab distance of 165mm. Moving through the properties dialog, we can see in this case I get a strategies page, and on the strategies page you can see I've got a series of options, for example instigating the part catcher or indicating that the part is already supported. I can also control how we work with the synchronization on the spindle, in this case setting a main and sub angle. So for example, if I set this to be 180 degrees, the sub spindle will rotate 180 before coming to collect the part. Once I say finish, I get a properties box exactly the same as you would see with other feature operations. If I go to my results window and look at the turrets tab, you can now see the slug transfer has appeared in our operations. I'm going to make this a bit more efficient. I'm going to select my sub-spindle operations. I'm going to move those across to the lower turret. I'm also going to set some synchronization points. In this case I'm going to set the groove finish to happen before the hole drilling. This process is a lot easier and quicker than it has been in previous versions of FeatureCAM. If I go and play the simulation, the part is collected, we get some synchronized operations, we get the rotation of the sub-spindle, and we get the transfer operations.